Hi there, hello. Welcome to my show. Today, I'm going to tackle one of the first of the two last rooms of the Doom Tower. Usually, these are the ones that are done the least. I'm looking at the top rankings right now here, and I'm seeing it looks like probably nobody's done this. Let's just go in here and see best teams. Nobody. Global rankings. This should be more informative. Um, So you see a lot of the same kinds of things. You see a lot of Soulbond Boyer. She's absolutely excellent because she has an area of effect, an AoE, on her A1. Elhain is great because she's got two different AoEs in her kit. War Maiden is just one of the best rares. She's the only one that can really do the whole decreased defense big version on everything. Some people are using their cold hearts, but not a lot of people. A lot of Soulbond Boyers. So anyway, I'm going to try to complete this today with you. I actually have a team set up already. I do have War Maiden. She's probably one of my best units, but I'm actually not going to use her. Instead, just for today, I trained up Pathfinder Kate from the Sylvan Watchers faction. Why isn't it letting me select it? There we go. All right, so here we go. So the key to doing this is stun sets, because it's very difficult to get a bunch of rare attack champions that are going to have enough support to stay alive. You can try putting them in regen sets. I've done that in the past. It has not panned out. They're just too squishy. You basically want to be taking no damage at all. So the best thing that you can do is completely crowd control the entire area. And there's not a lot of great crowd control built into the rares. Not at a high rate. Sometimes they'll have, I don't know, a 15% chance to stun on their A1 or something like that, but that's just not reliable. We don't want to go auto. We want to slow this down. I've actually never used Pathfinder Kate before. This is a first. I just finished building her, just finished getting the Masteries, and I want her for this ability. Attacks all enemies, 30% chance of increasing the cooldown on a random skill on each target for 2 turns. So when I hit with them, I can further, you saw those little spiral thingies, that means it worked. And you could try running this on auto, but it would probably fail. I'm instead just going to go for the slow play. So this won't be as fast as some of my other guides, because I'm going to take my time with it to make sure it works. So we've only got 2 of them left. I could go for her AoE, and I'm tempted to just go for a turn meter drop on one of the 2 of them to prevent one of the 2 of them from going. But I could also just try to stun them. See what happens. Nope, didn't manage to stun either of them. That's a shame. And Kate's almost dead. So let's not do that again. So I'll have Pathfinder Kate. Maybe no, she doesn't even kill back any health. That's too bad. So maybe I should have taken that mastery. But we can still try to control them all. We'll get a bit of health back on the next wave. So I'm hoping for the stuns. She's stunned. She's not. She's actually the most important one to stun. This is kind of an unfair thing that they've done, putting an epic and an OP epic in here. So I'm actually going to save his other AoE because there's really only one guy left. I can save the AoE. Also, I do a bit of turn meter control on my A1s. I'm also going to save this AoE for the next wave. I think that's probably the correct thought process. Let's see how much damage that does. That's a good one. It's a very good one. I'll just keep wailing away on the one who's going to go first. Now it's probably her. So that's one wave done. 2 more to go. So we start with an AoE. We get a stun here and here. That's not bad. Let's go for some more. We get a cooldown reduction. That's cool. That's 3 stuns. Yeah, I'll go for the turn meter fill one. Getting dangerously close. Maybe this time, instead of screwing around, I'll go for the turn meter drop on one of them. And I've lost somebody already. Well, we're going to keep trying anyway. Maybe we can do it. Maybe I only need 4 people. If I lose anyone else, though, it's not going to be looking good. And this is the kind of thing where you really are at the mercy of a lot of RNG. So now, I mean, this is a nice situation because I could just A1 cycle through everybody's A1s, make sure everybody's nice and refreshed for the next wave. So War Maiden works her magic. I've got War Maiden with a lot of refresh accessories too, so I got lucky this time around and got a bunch of refreshes on her AoE, which is fantastic. So maybe I'll just use a single attack. I really just want to try to control this one War Maiden. Come on, just stun the War Maiden. There we go. We go back to the AoEs now, because now a bunch of them are free again. That hurt. Go with this one. Getting close. Getting close. It's actually gone very, very well. Even though I lost Pathfinder Kate, War Maiden finishes the job. So that's it. That is the way to brute force Secret Room 9 in Doom Tower Rotation 2. We'll take a look at the team. I do have presets here. We won't bother looking at the gear because it's pretty uniform. They're all in stun, and then accuracy if I needed it, or perception for more accuracy and speed. But basically, with Soulbond Boyer, for the 3 waves, if I was running this on auto, I'd just turn these 2 moves off to get maximum AoEs. The more Soulbond Boyers you have, the better. If you happen to have Hyria, who is a high elf spirit affinity attack champ, you could also pair her with some Soulbond Boyers and they could do their ally attacks, and then you get a bunch of AoEs in a row. So that can be pretty powerful. This is how I've built mine. I put her in the lead just because I had trouble reaching crit rate 100 on everybody with gear that I could spare from my best champions. So I left it on my best champions, and this way I have these rares set up in gear that's permanently theirs. I don't have to worry about stealing gear from it because it's not quite the best, except maybe War Maidens. I went for the best pieces on her. So Kate, I didn't really change anything about Kate. You can see her stats here. Let me just look. I'm not in the way. Yeah, I'm not in the way of the stats. Good. Kurzad, I didn't really change him either because both of his AoEs are on a 3-turn cooldown. So if he's on auto, he will cycle through both of them and he'll be getting an AoE most of the time. We move down to Elhain. She seems to go for her lightning arrow first. I'm not sure why she does this because it has a 4-turn cooldown. Valley of Death has a 3-turn cooldown. So it's really better if you start with Valley of Death and then move to this one, because then you're hitting Valley of Death, Lightning Arrow, Keen Shot, Valley of Death right away. Do it the other way around, and it's just Lightning Arrow, Valley of Death, Keen Shot, and then you're stuck with the Keen Shot for 1 more turn. So that's her every round. Then War Maiden, I just turned Opportunity Strike off because she has refresh accessories and she has the mastery that gives her back her cooldowns as frequently as possible. I mean, I suppose I could go to the masteries. Why not? You're still here. You want to see the masteries? You probably do. But these are her stats. I wanted to make sure she was the fastest, just so we did the most damage out of the gate. Seemed to pay off. I don't know if her accuracy needs to be 451, but there it is, in case I need to use a rare debuffer for anywhere else. So let's just quickly look at the champions. I might just do 1. So we could go to the Just go to the favorites because I have all the arena builds in arena builds. I have all the rares in favorites and Newt for some reason. He is a favorite, so he totally deserves to be here in the list. But let's see. We'll just go over War Maiden's Masteries. Um, oh, there's also, I mean, if you can get it, and I think I am in the way here, but Phantom Touch. You can see there's Phantom Touch like across the board on a lot of these champions. Phantom Touch is like the go-to if you're using rares. I've got some other rares here too, actually, that are worth mentioning. Like you got um, Judge here, Bellower. These are all fantastic rares. For the most part, I built these for the various secret rooms. Um, and I got Armiger on the list. He's like an uncommon rare. We'll say he's an honorary rare. That's right. So we'll just go to the Masteries and let's take a look at them. So I am kind of obscuring this one. Let's just move me if I can. There we go. So this is maybe the most important one. You just get a lot more fears because you get this extra 5%. The set normally gives you 18%. So bumping that to 23% every time you hit an enemy, that's pretty important. Harvest of Despair is good for when your champions get kind of low on health. This way, you have a very good chance of leeching health when you stun them. Aside from that, I like Evil Eye just for the A1. Every now and again, you'll need to hit them with an A1 just to knock down their turn meter. And this is the one, Cycle of Magic. That's what it's called. This is the one I was talking about that helps me bring back War Maiden's, her A3, whatever it's called. What's it called? It's called Crumbling Blast. So anyway, that is all I have to say about the first Doom Tower room. I am going to be back with the final Doom Tower room. I don't know, probably tomorrow, because Doom Tower I think ends in like 3 days. But for now, thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Take care.